Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, episode 75, recorded in Kendy's box room.
I would stay awake just to hear you breathing. So would.
I can't hit that key now. I'm not classically trained like you are.
Well, I definitely didn't hit it either.
No.
Okay, Ray, we're recording here now, so should we explain a little bit what's going on?
Well, we had to get creative.
Very creative.
It took us nigh on 2 weeks to figure this out. It's mad though. People at home thinks this is normal. They're hearing the two of us. But can I ask you, Kendy?
Go on.
Who's in the room there with you now?
In the room with me now is nobody. I'm staring at my own screens.
Right. Can I ask a question? Why haven't you my chair set up at least?
There's no room, man, with the amount of accoutrements you gave me.
All right.
You filled me with accoutrements, man. There's no room left in the box room anymore.
This is
Gotta get a bigger box room.
this is our first ever attempt at an outside broadcast.
Yeah, outside.
I'm broadcasting outside as we speak.
Yeah. So what is happening is
The neighbours are looking at me funny. They've
Ray's
closed the blinds.
sitting in a van.
My van, not a van. It's my own van.
Ray's sitting in his van.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in his van outside my cha.
Yeah,
And what we've done is we've ran cables out through the letterbox
yeah. Big
So-
multi-core.
to hook him up. Now, having said that, I didn't touch any of Ray's cables and Ray didn't touch any of mine, and we have hand wash at the ready every time we touch anything.
But now you see, that's why I specifically went with a big multi-core, because there's 20 cables in it.
Okay.
So there's a 1 in 20 chance that you wouldn't have touched anything I touched.
Now, there we go. So you can all use that.
And I haven't touched the box that the multi-core's in.
Ray wouldn't touch the box anyway.
I wouldn't touch the box.
He wouldn't touch a box. No shagging way. Not in this current climate would Ray touch a box.
No.
Also, Ray is not 2 kilometres away from his house right now.
No.
We live within 2 kilometres
Well,
of each
no,
other.
hold on now. I went to the shop.
Yeah, that's not 2 kilometres further.
No, but I had to go to the shop and I support Centra Caltra.
Lovely. Caltra
Caltra
Centre.
Centra. Said that wrong. I'm supporting them as much as possible here.
Yeah, okay. What did you get in the shop?
What did I get in the shop? I got 2 litres of milk because we ran out.
Okay, that'll be gone sour by the time you get home. And
Twin hot.
sitting in a warm van.
And I got a wee craft beer.
Oh, no, I got to get a beer. What's that all about?
Yeah, well, this is what we do like.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Hello, Kendy. He's waving at me at the window. This is weird. And he's shouting out the window. Oh, he's closing the blinds as well. I feel so ostracised. Yeah, so I can't be looking at Nicola now. Okay. Now I feel very by myself. But I've got my beer. Hey! Just wait now on him to come back. I probably shouldn't open this until he comes back. Oh, it's gone all for me. Oh, Jesus Christ, above, that's strong enough. Oh.
How
Hello.
are you?
The neighbours and you have now closed the blinds on me. I noticed that you just didn't come down for a beer. You came down and you also closed the blinds.
Well, there's some weird old fella sitting outside my house in the van.
And your poor fiancée is sitting down below then.
She's watching the Netflixes.
Yeah, Netflix's.
Sláinte Raid. I'm drinking Smiddix. What are you drinking, pal?
I'm drinking Rascals. It's a brewery above in Dublin, I believe.
Right.
Rascals, it's a can of Happy Days Pale Ale.
And happy days are to come, lads, if we get through this fucking Peroni virus.
Yeah.
If you just wait it out. Ray, how's things abroad in your place?
In my house?
Yeah, sure, since all this, you're all in lockdown together.
Well,
Go on, talk to me. Talk to Kendy.
I'll talk you through my day.
Talk to Kendy, come on.
Right? My commute to work.
Okay.
I wake in the morning.
Yeah.
Now, normally I used to wake around 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Maybe 8:30. And I go to work. And I drive an hour to get to Ballina. My commute has gone from an hour to less than 4 seconds. I have a PC set up on a wee desk in the room.
Okay.
And I roll out of bed, switch on the PC, and I'm at work.
Oh, that's sure, isn't that great?
No, it's not.
Go on.
It's not, because today was I've been doing this now since last Tuesday. By the way, today is Monday.
Yeah.
We are now over a week into the lockdown.
Well, yeah, and we're almost 3 weeks into the pandemic.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So last Tuesday was my first day working from home.
All right, okay.
And
Exciting times.
but it wasn't, because see, I'd gone to such lengths to set it up. Do you know?
Yeah, okay.
I had worked very hard and very tirelessly to get myself set up from home. And only when I switched on the PC and I could see all the stuff that I normally see in work on my PC did I realise what I had done to myself.
What do you mean?
Because all of a sudden I went, shit, I'm after bringing work home.
Don't bring your work home with you.
And now it's in my room.
Yeah.
And what's worse, there's a shagging camera on the PC.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was invited to a video call today and I was told I had a camera.
Right.
And I logged on.
Yeah.
Everybody could see my bed.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point, that, actually.
Everybody else was in fancy offices with, bookshelves and all sorts of crack.
A little flower, maybe, a little pot of plants that they're growing behind them. Yeah.
I was sitting in front of my bed.
Yeah, that's where you go sleeping and shiting and farting. And
Exactly. It's lucky I had made it. At least.
Well, it's a good job that when you do video conferences as well, that it doesn't send smells.
What?
Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean?
That's if you're that's your bed where you sit down and you shite and you fart. And
No, I don't shite in my bed.
Well, you fart in your bed 100%.
No, I wouldn't do that.
All I'm saying is that, at least the smell couldn't have sent. Is that where you keep your dirty clothes in a wee hamper as well?
They can't see the hamper, thank God.
You put the hamper out of...
Oh, the hamper's out of view. There's a lot of things out of view. The bottle of Bintang and the bottle of Heineken that we got, fancy one from Amsterdam, that's all out of view.
Pink dildos, they out of view?
They'd be in the press.
They're in the press.
My
They're in the hot
collection.
press. Ray likes keep nice and warm.
Jaxie, I feel myself very nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
Don't be nervous, man. Sure, just because you're not looking at... Is it that when you see my face, you get this,
No, I feel like we're doing some class of a live show.
Well, not really, because we can edit this as well, so don't be worrying too much.
No, but it's just... I feel like the neighbours are looking at me.
Well, the neighbours probably are looking at you, Ray. That's what's
I look
going
like
on.
Mike Murphy.
Why is there a gentleman in a van? Why does he look like Mike Murphy?
Don't know. There's something like Mike Murphy would have been at. Like some sort of a pranking thing.
Yeah, no. We'll ring them and tell them.
Or what do you call the other lad that used to be on that 70s show? Punked.
Oh, on Funked.
Punked.
On Funked. What was his name again? Jeez, he was on 2.5 Kendys as well. That
He
fella.
was, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Aston Kendy.
Aston Kendy.
Ashton Kendy.
I feel like Aston Kendy. Or
I feel like asking Kendy a question. Ask me a question.
anyway, that's my commute to work in the morning.
And come here, so you've been doing that nearly for a week now, Ray?
Yeah, I've a week under me belt.
And are you getting like...
Well, the first 2 mornings I treated it as normal. I got up, I went downstairs, I did my usual routine, had my Wheatie Picks and cornflakes.
Okay.
And I showered.
Yeah.
And I brushed my teeth.
Okay.
And of course I was dressed.
Yeah.
And I went upstairs and sat down and logged on at the
Okay.
appropriate time.
Yeah.
And did my day's work.
And do they know if you've logged on at that time or not?
Oh
You
yeah, they
can't.
can see you. There's a wee
Okay.
green light on your face.
Do you know what might help you, Ray?
What?
Is what you could do is you could do your morning routine like you do. Like I said, go down, have the breakfast, have the wee shower,
Uh-huh.
shave the bugle. And then you could just tip into the van
And sit for 5 minutes.
and then get out again and go back in.
Just give myself, yeah. I
Or just do
suppose.
a wee drive around the block and then land back in again then to the house.
Which a couple of years back was my commute to work when I
Yeah.
was working down in Cranmore.
That's the thing. You've gone from an hour to a 4-second commute,
4-second
but it
commute.
used to be a 30-second commute.
It used to be a 30-second commute, yeah.
And you used to still drive it.
I used to still drive, because in case it would rain on the way home.
Oh Jesus! If people don't know this, like you want to see the commute that Ray had to work when he worked in Cranmore.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous, man.
It's a 6-minute walk, a 3-minute cycle, and a minute and a half of a drive.
you Ray.
And I went with the minute and a half
There's
drive
another
most of the
one as
time.
well. Yeah, you definitely go for the 3-minute cycle. Ray got a bike on the cycle to work scheme. I never left the house.
It pretty much held up the washing machine for a couple of years. Oh, that was a bad idea.
Such a bad. There was a time there with the public service and the government were handing out bikes on a bike to work scheme.
There still are.
And like it's amazing that they gave you a bike on the
But
cycle
it was
to work scheme.
notions. Now, I did pay for it over a 6-month period.
Yeah,
like.
that's what happens. It's
Yeah.
like finance on a bike. Why did you do it, Ray? You never were going to cycle. You wouldn't walk. Like.
Because I was getting such abuse for driving.
Yeah, but that didn't change it.
I know. Sometimes we do things in life that we think will change, but won't change.
Having said that, I went down to Halfords one time and I said, this is it. Me and Nick are getting on this fitness buzz, right? And what
Yeah.
I meant was we're on about fitness cycle, this bike underneath me chassis, right? I bought 2 bikes below in Halfords because
Did
they
ya?
were on sale, right? They're rusting out the back of the house. They haven't been sat on
Have
once.
you still got bikes?
There's a pair of bike out there. I haven't sat in them once.
Get away.
2 bikes I bought.
And you never cycled them?
I never cycled them. I think I cycled the bike once, right?
Yeah.
And I cycled
I
into
can't
town.
picture you on a bike.
I cycled into town after the... Listen up now. I cycled it into town after the next morning after a night of drinking and leaving me car in town.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I'm not going to get a taxi in to get the car.
No Joe Maxi.
I'm not going walking.
Right.
I'll cycle down to get it.
Yeah.
So I cycled down to get the car and I put the bike into the boot and drove the car. It's the only time I ever sat in that bike
Okay.
was to go and collect the car after
And would you
a
not
night's
have done it
drinking.
again? Was it a bad experience?
No, well, there was a necessity involved in that. To be honest, no, I didn't like it at all. I thought cycling was savage. It's not.
Hmm.
It's not.
Well, I didn't like it either.
Hey, is it your sister who enjoyed the cycling?
They love the cycling.
Oh, what's
Yeah.
wrong with the people at all? I wouldn't drive the distances they cycle.
It looks like the van is an electric van with the lead coming out of the house.
We're charging it up.
Charging down when no traffic.
The 07.
I didn't realise they did electric vans back in 07, they'd be saying.
And I didn't realise they came with 2-litre engines as well, though, all the same.
Come here now. The thing, what were we talking about there? We're talking about my commute. Oh yeah, this is the thing that happened the third morning.
Okay.
My alarm went off, as usual. Now it's an hour later now because I've no commute.
Oh, yeah.
So the alarm went off at 9:20 and I went, oh, I better get up.
Yeah.
And then I went, wait a minute, I don't have to get up. I got up at 10:03.
Right.
I got out of the bed.
Oh, no. See, this is where it goes wrong, Ray.
In my jocks and my t-shirt.
Yeah.
And I sat into the office chair.
Yeah.
And I switched on the PC and I logged on.
Okay.
And I sat there for 2 hours, tipping away, doing my stuff.
In your jocks.
In my jocks and my t-shirt.
Brilliant.
Not even a sock on me.
Do you know what?
What?
That is, even though I said that's brilliant, it's dangerous because
Oh, it is.
Have you been working like that since the third day?
Well, no, I kind of mix it up now every now and again. Depends on how I'm feeling when the alarm goes off.
Why don't you wear a full suit on top and then nothing on the bottom? Because even if you have to take a video call, they don't know that your budgie's hanging out, man.
I very much want to do that today on the video call.
You should, man. Bare arse now I'm talking, not
Yeah.
even a jock.
There'd be some sense of, what would you call it? Freedom.
Oh, it'd be amazing. But then wear the full, like, shirt, tie, jacket on top.
But you know my look now, a wasp would come in the window and I'd go jumping around the room like a crazy person and everything flopping around and everybody getting scared.
There's been a few instances of stuff like that happening with these. Everyone is working from home. First of all, you can't buy a webcam
No.
anywhere in the world.
No.
If you want a webcam, you can't buy them now because they've all been bought up by people who are now working from home. One poor unfortunate fella ended up bringing the laptop to the jacks with him, and he was on a video conference having a shite.
But he did that willingly.
What?
He must have done that willingly.
He didn't turn off the webcam. He said, I bet.
Oh, no.
He didn't turn off the webcam. They were all watching him on a video conference, him burying a shite into the toilet. Pasted it.
Doesn't take us long to get back into the shite talk. does it?
I'm just saying that, but that's the worry. If you're out there, lads, cover the webcam.
Yeah.
Either turn it off, but even turn it off might not turn it off.
I'd be
'cause you don't
worried,
know.
though.
Cover it over with a drop of tape.
I'm going to put an old t-shirt or something on it because I'd be afraid they'd be looking at me when I'm not on a video call.
Yeah, imagine if they're watching you sleeping.
Yeah, or watching me when I'm working.
Yeah, Bridie from the second floor is watching you while you're sleeping.
Imagine if you put a stream in it.
Yeah.
A 24-hour live stream of Ray's bedroom.
It might be a bad idea. I'd say there'd be boys that watch that, Ray. And viewers that would watch
Because
that.
I'll tell you,
Go on.
I do my exercise routine now in the room as well.
That's right. And you said you're getting ripped out
I'm
of it,
still
Ray.
getting ripped out of it.
Ray, tell them what. Do you want to tell them what you've lost, or?
And I was explaining it to you. At one point, I suppose, in my life, I was in around a Today FM rate.
Which
if you put
is-
it in radio terms, I was
Yeah.
around the same weight as Today FM.
Yeah.
Which is 100 to 102
Yeah.
Today FM.
He had never quite gone radio.
No,
You
I was never
up-
104.
Never up around 104.
That's kgs we're talking now,
No.
lads.
Yeah.
I was never I don't think I was 104.
So you've gone from Today FM
I've gone from Today
to...
FM. Well, I must have gone from Today FM down to Midwest.
No, that is some drop.
96.4.
That's a good drop. Yeah.
I went down to Midwest Radio at probably in the time from my worst down to the time they weighed me for this get ripped
Okay.
out of a thing.
Yeah, okay.
And now I've gone from Midwest Radio.
Mm-hmm.
I was at, before the lockdown, I was at 2FM,
Okay.
right?
That's really good, though.
And now I'm below at RT Radio 1.
Now,
Isn't that marvellous?
Bula Bus agus Massmore Dunnig Ja.
No, it's not good.
Huh?
None of me clothes fit me now.
And you can't buy any more.
And I can't buy any more. Because I wouldn't be a fella for online shopping and trying stuff. Sure, I wouldn't know what size I am now.
Why don't you wear Sean O'Reilly's clothes?
That's what I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about dyeing my hair the same colour as Sean O'Reilly and wearing his clothes. And getting my ears pierced online.
Can you get your ears pierced online now?
I'd say you could.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing what's going on.
Unbelievable. Anyone out there want to give me a haircut online, no?
Have you thought about doing it yourself?
I've contemplated, like, I'm in this weird mode now, Ray, where I'm in between going at two very both extremes of the spectrum. I'm either going, well, I shave me head, or I'm going, well, I just grow me hair mad feckin' long.
Mm-hmm.
But where it is right now, I don't like, because I hate when the sides just grow out of it.
Or when the sides get all bushy.
Oh, jeez, there's nothing worse. So I'm in between telling Nicholas shave the can,
Yeah.
or I'm going to let it grow
You
out.
wouldn't shave it, would
I'm
you?
going to go full Jamie Cawley. I'd go full Jamie Cawley.
I think you should go full Jamie Cawley.
Do you reckon, yeah?
Oh, yeah. You'd look so well in black and white.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
You reckon that'd be the way to
that'd
go?
be the way. You'd have to start doing the press-ups.
Oh, he getting ripped out of it himself.
He is. He's doing more than me now.
This is a shout out to a proprietor here in town, Jamie Cawley, who runs Lily's, along with Sean Brown and Blaine Gaffney.
Yeah.
And Jamie do have the long hair, so he do.
Yeah.
He like Gail Godot or
But
whatever.
he's not doing Gal Gadot. He's like Wonder Woman.
He like Wonder Woman.
He does actually look a bit like Wonder Woman at times. The way he look at the camera with the old cocked eye.
So when we say going full Jamie Cawley, that's growing the hair right house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in fairness, now it suits him. But did you see what he's doing with the press ups? See, this is all now. People are all doing the home workouts. You can't get a barbell now, you know. You can't even buy a barbell.
You couldn't buy webcams and weight equipment. Can't buy it.
Can't buy it.
Can't buy it.
But the nature of his press ups is shocking.
In what sense?
Well, he's doing them on a variety of accoutrements. He doesn't just do them with his hands on the ground.
What's he doing them on?
He's doing them on balls.
Right,
He's doing them on coffee tables. He's doing them on I just ran out of things. He's just doing them on a lot of things. It's not like a regular press up.
Yeah, but what makes that so special then that he's doing it on?
I don't know. I can't do a regular press up myself. I can do a few regular press ups and then I have to stop because I get tired.
Well, how many can you do?
I can do. At the moment, I'm doing about 60. So I'm not
That's
even
not
doing the
bad.
100 a day.
Yeah, but the 100 a day, that's tough, Ray, to do 100 a day.
No, it's
like.
awful tough.
Do you know, so the people who are doing 100 a day, fair play to you.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be worried about you doing your 60 a day, Ray. I don't think I'd do 100 a day.
Do you know we got tagged in that press up challenge?
Yes, we did get... Ray, we have been tagged in copious amounts of stuff over the last 2 weeks.
And we've done nothing because you've started your music career.
Yeah, but also it's too late now to do the press up challenge because the trends are moving so quick, Ray. Now that everyone's sitting at home, one day it's a press up challenge. Like it's going to get worse and worse as the.
Well, one day it's a press up challenge. Next day it's a put a slipper on your foot and try and take your jumper off while keeping the slipper on your foot.
We're running out of ideas, and it's just going to keep getting more and more extreme, Ray. Like the next,
we need to get ahead of this. We need to start the next one.
Yeah, but what's going to happen in a couple of weeks, Ray? Where does this end? Like in about 3 weeks, right? If we start doing these challenges, right, and we keep up with them and keep up with them, in about 3 weeks, it's going to be like, okay, so the next challenge, I tag Mark Kendy, you have to slap your missus into the face with the Mickey. And like, you know what I mean?
How fast can you burn down your house?
All right, so the next challenge is home landscaping. Dig up your garden, rent a JCB. Dig up your garden. We want you to replant the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like it's going to go too far.
Build a wind farm in your back garden. Generate your own electricity.
If you
Who
want to
can do
become
it?
self-sufficient, lads, you got to join this challenge. I don't know where it ends. Like
24-hour challenge.
That's why I don't want to start them. Jan Louise tried to get us to do the press ups. Yeah. Now I do that press up thing, but it's gone too far. What's the latest trend now? What's the last one we got?
How can you do it?
Go on,
when Jamie Cawley looks as well as he does doing the press
I know.
ups.
How am I supposed to go on? Jamie Cawley get ripped out of it, man.
Yeah.
With his big muscles and stuff.
We've
and then
a long
Kendy
way to go.
Yeah, with the scrawny arms on me.
Yeah.
I look terrible.
And all you'd see with me is the jollar hanging out because it's still there.
A what?
That's the jollar.
What's a jollar?
The jollar is your stomach.
Oh,
I've
right.
never heard it referred to as a jollar before.
I thought you were on about something else, man. With the jollar hanging out.
I think we've enough names for something else.
Well, that's called Mickey press-ups. That might be the next trend. How many Mickey push-ups can you do? How's it going? Challenge is 100 Mickey push-ups a day.
You've actually inspired me now. If we could figure out a tricky way of doing that, where it looks like you're doing a Mickey press-up.
Well, listen, I don't need to look like I'm doing it. I can do it, man. The muscle strength I have.
I was thinking you need some sort of a pneumonic pump or something.
No, you want to pump nothing, man. Right?
Right.
You don't need to pump nothing. I have no strength in my arms and my legs or anything like that, but there's one muscle that works on Kendy.
Well, then maybe that's what we'll do then.
100 Mickey press-ups a day. Mean nothing to me. I'd do that, no bother. Huh?
True.
You have to do it with your hands behind your back. I don't want to see anyone pretending that it's the Mickey that's doing this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Me and Sean Riley got ripped out of it today. We did a joint session.
You smoked a lot of joints.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. Is it smoking joints is what you're at now, is it?
No.
What'd you do?
No, just we were doing. He joined in my session.
Right.
When I was doing my bit of exercise, he jumped in as well.
And do you get annoyed? Now, I don't know what your sessions are, Ray, but do you get annoyed when Sean Riley does them and then he's like, it means nothing to him?
I think that's the beauty of it.
Okay.
There's things I can do that Sean can't do.
Like what?
Like, lifting the old barbell stuff up.
Oh, yeah, you said this to me, actually. He hasn't got great strength in his arms.
No.
Yeah, it's on the legs. He's just fit.
He said he's hardy.
Right.
Yeah, he's hardy.
There's a big difference between being strong and hardy.
Hardy, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
strong
I saw...
is pretty useless to you, if I'm honest.
Yeah. It is, because I saw a lot of hardy fellas growing up playing football, like, but not, there wasn't a lot of strong boys, like. Do you know?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you the story, Ray, of when we were in second year in school and we were playing on the juvenile football team,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to tell you his full name. We had a fella playing full forward for us. Number 14 at full forward, lads, give it up for Porrick, whatever his second name was. I won't tell you.
Gorham.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So
Right.
his name was Porrick, right? We had a useless juvenile team, right?
Right.
But
Like
these
many
are the-
parishes in the world.
Yeah, this is the kind of hardy bucks we were dealing with here. Now, Porrick wasn't strong, man, but he was hardy now. And he could puck a ball over the bar if you asked him. Anyway, we were getting hammered out the door by the CBS in Roscommon, right?
Right.
Having said that, the coach was our woodwork teacher, Joe Mulhern. He was a
Okay.
triplet.
You'll name him. What?
There was 3 of them, yeah.
How many? 3 Mulherns.
There was 3, but well, they weren't all Joe Mulherns. There was 3 Mulherns, yeah. He was a triplet from Elfin, so he was. Joe Mulhern was.
Right.
So he was. He was our woodwork teacher and he was our coach. We were getting hammered so much out the door by the CBS. Porrick O'Donnell, at the age of 13...
You can't.
Oh, no! I don't think he listens to this anyway.
Doesn't matter. Blow on. It's
We
great.
might be safe.
It's marvellous.
He was smoking a fag up the top in full forward. I turned around working me bollocks off at whatever I was playing, centre half forward or something.
Yeah.
I turned around going, gee, I hope, we can't get disheartened, lads, just because we're getting hammered. Just keep working. He's smoking a fag in full forward. But that was a hardy buck now.
That was a hardy buck.
That was
see.
a hardy
Your
ride.
brother Josie now would be a hardy buck.
Who?
Joey.
Joey now, I don't know would he be a hardy buck
He
now,
would,
but
because anytime he ever threw me a thump, I wouldn't recover from it for about 6 weeks. And I'd have a bruise. I'd probably still have a bruise in my arm from the thump.
how much did Joey battering you?
He used to bat me a lot.
Did he, yeah?
Yeah.
Why would he be battering you?
I don't know. Make a joke about Ellen or something, and all of a sudden, bang. You're much more easygoing than Joey. I think that's why I hang out with you more.
But Joey has a competitiveness in him as well, like.
Oh, he would
But that
do,
was
yeah.
all bet hint was by our old lady.
Normally
said
that's
this-
from your father, not your old
No,
lady.
it was bet hint was by the old lady.
It doesn't
Not
sound right
physically,
when you say
but
it.
you know.
A bit
Mo-
physically, I'd say.
Well, not really. But like I said, like our old lady always told us we were savages and we were useless to everything. We could do whatever. Oh yeah, you could do whatever you want, lads. You're brilliant. We were useless, like. Do you have any idea how? Like my mother, like, the poor old woman. She told me I was savage, and I am dog useless at most stuff I do. But that's where the ignorant,
Streak.
yeah. But like, that's where the ignorant confidence comes from. Then from Kendy.
All right.
What's that? Yeah, I'll do that.
Because
Yeah.
people don't understand that. Well, I suppose when people listen to the podcast, they kind of go, Jesus, he thinks a lot of himself,
Kendy's
doesn't he?
like, I had to say this to Kieran Quinn rang me yesterday and his wife on the phone says, I love the podcast, great crack and all that. And I had to say it to her, I promise I'm not like that, real. That's
Can I ask
not
you,
me.
whoa.
Go on.
Why is Kieran Quinn ringing you?
Well, speaking of confidence that's, ignorant
Misplaced.
stuff, listen,
Go on. I'm listening. Why is
Kendy-
Kieran Quinn ringing you?
Kendy officially the big dick in this town. He runs the place.
Right.
Right? Here's the story behind it, Raybo. Let
Right.
me tell you.
Okay.
Kieran's Quinn was supposed to be doing the Vicar Street show in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Something of which they would have been planning for the last year or probably more, I would say, Ray.
Sure.
So here's the idea. Kieran Quinn does his team nights. It's Bee Gees one night. It's Stevie Wonder the next night. It's Seamus Moore the next night, right? That's a good idea for a team night. Seamus Moore.
I was thinking
Right.
there was something wrong with that list.
And then
The greatest hits of Seamus Moore.
a couple of years ago, before Kendy joined, of course, they had done a Vicar Street one where it's Irish night.
Okay.
And they bring all the psychic musicians up, top 100. Kendy wasn't in at the time. Now he is. Up to
What
Vicar
do you
Street.
mean now he is?
Kendy the big dick now. Wait for it, Ray. Well, we know that Kendy the big dick now because he got dragged up on stage at the last Kieran Quinn team night, the Bee Gees one,
Yeah.
and
make
the
a big-
disco one.
Yeah, make a big joke, Kendy. That's all that was.
That wasn't make a big joke, Kenny. He went up and ripped September out of it, man. There was people in floods of tears. I saw old ones in floods of tears, man, at the front. Knickers getting thrown at Kendy jocks, man. I was like Joe Dolan. I was like Joe Dolan in his prime, Ray.
Right.
With all the old ones
What
looking
did
up at
Kieran
Kendy.
Quinn want from you?
Listen to me, will you? He was supposed to do his next team night in Vicar Street in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? He can't do that now, obviously, because of the Peroni virus, and everyone's on the lockdown, Ray.
Fair enough.
Everyone is locked down.
Lockdown.
Now, he has seen opportunities based on the fact that every musician in this fucking country now is either doing live streams or putting up tunes online. All of a sudden, we all live in Grouse Lodge. Like, we're all producers and mixers and fucking...
Yeah.
Everyone's an artist nowadays.
For anyone that doesn't know, Grouse Lodge is a famous recording studio somewhere in the Midlands.
Hawley Jackson recorded there.
Yeah,
Look,
we have spoke before about it.
Yeah, amongst many, many more.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kendy goes out last week and he puts out a Gareth Brooks cover with his friend Keith Reynolds, and it goes absolutely viral. It must have got over 40 likes, right? It was standing outside the Kendy, and
I
it
liked
was
it.
outstanding.
Yeah.
outside the
Outstanding
Kendy,
outside the Kendy.
right? Kieran Quinn gets a look at it. He says, "Oh, I tell you what, man, that Kendy fella, he's the guy. That's the guy." In fact, I think he just looked at his wife when he heard this and he just went, "Yeah." That's all he had to say. He rings up Kendy, says, "I enjoyed that." Says, I know you did, sure, it was tremendous. And he says, "We're going doing this virtual online Kieran Quinn theme night in 2 weeks. That was supposed to be the night of the Vicar Street gig.
Okay.
And we're going to get all the Sligo's best musicians, Kendy included in that, to do a song, record a song or whatever, and then he's going to do
Have you actually
a live
got your
stream.
first official live,
First official Kieran
invitation?
Quinn invitation to do a song.
Jesus.
And the theme, once again, is all things Irish.
Yeah.
So I am doing an Irish song. I will not tell you what it is.
Right.
But having said that, Ray, now that I have you here, I'm going to be recording it all. I'm going to be using copious musicians around Sligo to help the song sound tremendous.
You'll probably need all the help you can get.
I'll bypass that, Ray, for a sec. I could do it all on my own, only from trying to throw people a bone.
Oh.
Right? Now, you listen to me now. Everyone want to work with Kendy now.
Right, okay.
Listen up now, Ray. How would Raybo like to work with Kendy?
What does it involve exactly?
You were supposed to be like, yeah, I'd love to do that.
Sorry, I slapping the bass, is it?
Do you know what, Ray? I've got that reaction far too many times in my life. That hurts, man. That would cut you. I really felt that one.
No.
Oh, what does this
No,
involve?
I'll do it. Whatever it is.
Raybo, how would you like to play bass on the track that Kendy is going to record for the Kieran Quinn theme night?
Sure, what else would I be at?
I'll take that as a yes.
Mm-hmm.
So Ray is going to play it. Ray,
How
on
much-
board
how
as
mu-
we
how much-
speak.
How much is in it?
Loads and loads of like fair play to
Exposure.
yous. Yeah.
Facebook lights.
Copious fair play to yous and Facebook likes.
Yeah.
You might even get a couple of PMs, Ray.
Well, fair
you
play
wouldn't
to you
even
now.
know.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
Do you know the way now the Kieran Quinns of Sligo are ringing you now and you're flirting with the wife over the phone? Does Sean Purcell...
was not.
Is Sean Purcell, the director of the musical...
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be a little bit nose out of joint now that you've kind of moved on?
Oh, I didn't. Do you know what?
No?
I didn't even think of him.
It's just, you have to think of Emma as well, the wife.
Oh, feckin' I'm Ray. I didn't even think of them.
Yeah.
Oh, they must be thinking I'm moving on from them.
Well, you're not, are you?
No, I am not.
No, you're only adding
Not
to
at
the
all.
stature.
I'm only adding to it is all.
Yeah.
And
okay.
like I'll have for the likes of Sean and Emma, you know, if they give me a ring, I'll probably answer. Like I'll find time for people. I'll find time for everyone.
That's good.
Honest to God. And having said that, Ray, I was talking to Sean Purcell a couple of days ago, and a big shout out to him because he was checking up on Kendy to make sure he was okay. And you know what? It caught me in the heartstrings. I thought it was a beautiful thing.
Do you know what I noticed about you?
Go on.
In your Garth Brooks tune that you put out?
Yeah.
You sounded very musically. Yeah.
What's that mean?
Your singing has changed.
You reckon?
I reckon so.
Right, okay. Do you think that's a good thing?
I missed the grit.
You missed a little bit of jump on it.
Oh, I do miss the jump.
Do you know what? I'm going to take that as a compliment, Ray, because all this Kendy self-confidence aside, Kendy vocal is dog shit.
No,
right?
no, I do enjoy that. I do enjoy Kendy's vocal.
I'm going to bring the grit back for this next one, so
Good.
I'm going to show you that Kendy can do it all.
Can we talk about, speaking of people putting out videos now,
Go on.
what about Sean Riley's video?
Sean Riley put out a belter of a video. Who was it? Dewey's Lupa.
Dewey's Lupo.
He put up a cover of a Dewey's Lupo song, right?
Don't Start Now.
Don't Start Now, which is around here, that's a threat.
Say that again now.
Don't Start Now.
Right. Okay.
So it was Dewey Lupo's Don't Start Now song, right? I'd always say that about the Eagles as well. The Eagles have a song that sounds like a threat around here.
Right.
Take it easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It depends how you say
That's
it. Like.
actually good now. We should put the call out there for songs that sound like threats.
Yeah, any more songs that sound like threats. If you have any more, lads, send them in.
Yeah.
But Sean Riley put up a cover of Dewey Lupo's Don't Start Now.
Don't Start
and
Now.
It's after flying, Ray.
It is.
He gone pure virus, so he has.
He has now, in fairness. He got plenty. Yesterday was International Fair Play to Sean Riley Day.
And you know what? That's the thing, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If people put these up and they're like, geez, I'm inundated with the fair play to me.
Yeah, but people need the fair play to these at this time, and you
Oh,
know,
and the great thing about the current climate, Ray, is that everybody is willing to give the fair play to me.
there's an abundance of
There's
fair play to
an
me.
abundance of fair play to me's out there, Ray. We had an abundance of Hughes at one time.
Speaking of abundance,
Go on.
my sister Joanne got me into a meditation group on WhatsApp.
Oh, we've lost you. Lads, I'm so sorry, Ray. We've lost Ray.
No,
He's going to be wearing bangles
no,
on his arm now
I've
with
come out
yoga
of it.
pads.
I've come out of it. On day 4, I had to leave.
Cane sort meditation.
Cane Source group. Well, you get this big long spiel, right?
Okay.
And you're told to do a job. Now, the first job was write down 30 people that in some way, shape or form have contributed to your life as you know it right now.
Was I in it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
29 there or somewhere.
Right.
near the end. I was really stuck. I couldn't even think of the
couldn't
third.
think of any more names.
Yeah, but then it also comes with it then a little what you call a little meditation thing, right?
Okay.
And I'm going to do my best impression of the meditation thing. I'm going to put in some music on this as well, some kind of meditative music.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to today's meditation. I will be guiding you through today's meditation, and we will be speaking about abundance and the abundance in your life. I am now going to ring a soft bell, and you will think about all the abundance you have in your life. Now,
your man's from Connemara, is he? Where's that from?
I don't know what that was, and that was really hard to do.
Is that supposed to be India?
I wasn't really trying to channel any sort of particular, a little bit Indian,
Yeah, because that's where the gurus do be from.
That's where the guru. This guru was from India, and he recorded all these wee voice notes. That's
And
all they are, is voice notes on WhatsApp.
Your hippie sister Joanne tried to get you into this.
So I did the first day or two.
Okay.
And then I think it was day 3, then it said, write down all of the first 2 days is about all the abundance in your life.
And what do you mean abundance? What's all the abundance?
Stuff you have, the fact that you can get up and you have a house over your head and you have food in your belly and all that. It's like a Paolo Nutini song. Everything's 10 out of 10.
That was pitiful and ledge.
You put some new shoes on, everything's fucking great. It's back when Paolo Nutini did that album. That he was experiencing the abundance at that stage.
Yeah, he had a lot of abundance. He had abundance of stuff.
Yeah, but then after that, then on day 3, then it asked me to write down all of my outgoings, my financial outgoings, and I said, "Fuck this!
Fuck this is right."
I don't want to write down that number.
Oh, that's the thing, isn't it? That scares the shite out of me.
I think the idea is that you write it down and then you actually look at it and accept it and go, right, I'm fecked.
Yeah.
But then you move on from that and you do something about it.
No, because you wouldn't move on from that and do something about it.
No.
In the words of your man from the Tiger King, I will never financially recover from this.
Have you watched The Tiger King?
Yes, I have.
Well, isn't it marvellous that I haven't?
Well, you haven't?
No, but it's on my list.
Oh, lovely.
You see, you have to remember now, there's 4 of us in that house there in Chapel Street, and I'll tell you, you have to pick your moments to get the sitting room.
But here's the thing. There's 4 of you in that house living there, right?
Yeah.
And you've only one television.
That's right.
That's ridiculous, Ray.
No, it's like old school.
It's
like the way
2020.
things used to be.
It's 2020, Ray.
Yeah. Now, in fairness, I've been busily getting through. I had a list of movies that I had to watch before I can get into any of that.
Like what?
I watched a film called Batteries Not Included, which is about a pair of spaceships that come to an old American diner on a building site and they save the inhabitants of the diner and the apartment block above.
Okay.
It's a Steven Spielberg film.
You're obsessed, man, with like
I had to watch
Star Trek.
I had to watch I Am Legend because of the whole Will Smith tackling the pandemic.
Oh,
I want to see could I learn anything from it. Could I figure out is there anything he was doing? That man panicked by the shit out of that film.
Yeah, he did.
He really did. The house was full of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I did kind of like I like the old iron shutters on the doors at night.
Okay, you want to do that Chapel Street, yeah?
You could be tempted. And then the third one then was Beaches. Have you heard of the film Beaches?
No.
The film Beaches is starring Bette Midler.
Bette Midler, yeah, okay.
And
Bette Midler.
Bette Midler. But that was like The Star Is Born in the 80s.
Okay.
Do you know the Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper one?
Yeah, Bradley Kendy, yeah.
Yeah, and the big song of that was The Wind Beneath My Wings.
Oh!
Yeah.
A belter of a song. Did
Was.
you ever know?
Yeah. And I tell you, I still cried at the end of it.
Did you?
Oh, it did. Oh, it's awful, desperate sad, like.
Well, don't be saying, could I know? To be boys, you're spoiling it now.
Sorry.
Boys that haven't seen it, like.
Yeah. Okay.
Bette Midler definitely dies, doesn't she?
Not at all. You can't kill Bette Midler.
Bette Midler.
That doesn't happen. But yeah, no, I'm going to get to Tiger King. I was recommended by Tony's Travesty to watch it.
Yeah. Now, if I could give you advice, Ray, and I've been saying this to everyone, you know when you know something that other people don't, and you just have to tell them. You have to be that guy that tells them.
Well, you can tell me.
Okay, well, first of all, let me...
Loosely describe what it's about.
No, but let me preface what I'm about to tell you with something else.
Okay.
Today, make sure I go back to that, okay? Today, right, and I hate being this guy, I said there was a reference to Goodfellas on the television. And I said to Nicola, we must watch that again.
Yeah.
That's my favourite film.
Yeah.
Nicola said, I've never seen that. Now, I paused for 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
And she says to me, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you talking? And I said, Nicola, I'm trying not to be the fella that goes, you've never seen, you've never seen it. Watch, because I hate those people that do that, like.
Yeah. I've had two situations that in my life in the last couple of weeks.
Okay, go on.
Well, I've had one person that hasn't seen any Harry Potter or Back to the Future.
What's wrong? Okay. I'm not consenting.
None of it. Nor have they any compulsion to watch it.
Right.
That mad. And then obviously I seem to be more surrounded by musicals lately as well, and I haven't seen the musical Hamilton.
I don't even know what that is.
I didn't know either.
Don't know what that is.
And I still haven't seen it because now apparently I'm not allowed to watch it.
Why?
Because you can't watch it on YouTube because you have to go and see it abroad in London, which you can't do at the minute.
This is 110% Marie that's doing this to you.
Oh, she's busy doing fan videos to Sarah Bareilles, which she did very well in, actually.
No, she's sending her fan videos.
Well, she got involved in the fan video.
What?
For anyone that hasn't heard this, my poor sister Marie has an unhealthy obsession with Sarah Bareilles and her music.
No, it's super cute, I have to say. It's,
but there was a fan page abroad in France, ran by a fella by the name of Clement.
Right.
And Clement was organising a version of one of Sarah Bareilles' songs called Orpheus, where all the fans do a bit like Kieran Quinn's theme show.
All right.
The upcoming one, the virtual one.
Yeah.
But all of them record their bit, and then your man puts it all together.
Okay.
So Marie, rather than sitting there with a set of headphones like everybody else in the song, Marie went ahead and recorded the whole song. Drums, bass,
what?
acoustic guitar, electric guitar, banjo, violin, piano, saxophone, and all the vocals,
Jesus.
backing and main.
No way.
And then she dubbed the videos of all of it. So she recorded videos of her playing all of this.
Yeah.
And then she sent the whole lot over to young Clement in France.
What?
And she landed probably most of the bits in the actual video.
No
when it went
way.
up. Yeah, but the main thing is young Sarah Bareilles seen it. She was delighted.
Oh my God, she must be ecstatic.
She was delighted now, in fairness.
Mother of God, fair play to Marie. Big shout. I want to see that, Ray.
We might share it, says I.
We might share it.
She doesn't want anybody to see it.
Okay, well, let's share it then. So that's perfect.
Except for Sarah Bareilles.
No, well, we're sharing that out here.
Yeah. Anyway, you were talking about people who get vexed when they realise that someone hasn't seen something.
Yeah. You don't tell me you haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I was going to say to you was, every time someone has said to me, have you seen Tiger King? The first thing I say to them is, yes, I have. Did you see the Louis Theroux documentary from like 10, 15 years ago that he did about that fella, the same fella, Joe?
Are you asking me this question?
And no, every single person has said, no, I haven't. It's on Netflix, and I am obsessed with Louis Theroux, right?
Right.
He did a documentary on this gentleman already, and it's on Netflix.
Okay.
And I seen it years and years and years ago, and I had to be that dickhead that goes, yeah, but I knew all about him before, I already knew about that, like, I know you're all on this big trend now, but, it's like when back in the day you used to like Arctic Monkeys, like before Arctic Monkeys were big. I always listened to them, like, it was the same. You gotta watch that documentary, Ray, as well as the Tiger King documentary.
But I believe Louis has come out himself and say, I'm a small bit envious of how well he did it.
Oh, no way, did he,
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Well,
Credit where credit is due.
Yeah, but listen, the thing about Louis Theroux is he can do nothing wrong.
All I can hear is about some lady called Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
Who the feck is Carol Baskin?
Just watch it, Rick.
Okay.
And you tell me what you think of Carol Baskin.
What's it about, roughly? Just give me a loose kind of Kendy description of what Tiger King is.
So it's about these. So there's 4 friends. One of them's getting married, right?
Okay.
And so they go to Vegas for his stag night the night before the wedding,
Right.
and they get so drunk
Right.
that they can't remember anything that happens on the night before, and the groom is missing. But anyway,
And that's what
I don't want to
it's
ruin it. Yeah, but it turns out he was on the roof the whole time.
Sounds very like something else I've seen.
No, honestly, Ray, I don't want to give too much away.
Never mind that. Sounds like one of the films you came up with only a couple of weeks ago. What was it called again? Something about pints.
I can't fucking remember.
You can't remember your own film.
I can't remember what it was called again.
Sick with the drink. Yes.
Sick with the drink. Sick with the drink is what it was called.
Oh no.
But come here, Ray, so everything.
I've more.
Oh, go on.
I have something else to talk about.
Yeah.
What are you at now in your days?
Me?
Yeah. Apart from recording Garth Brooks songs.
Okay, apart from recording Garth Brooks standing outside the Kendy,
Yeah.
I am getting up every day
What time?
at around 6:30
In the evening.
in the morning. And we're getting up, I don't know, around noon, 1 o'clock job, like I always would.
Yeah.
And myself and Nicola, when I get up then, are going for a run around the estate,
Right.
because we don't want to go too far.
You go for a run.
So we go for a wee run. We've done that for the last, 5 days
A
straight or
run?
whatever. Yeah.
Really?
No. And I'm not a big runner, Ray.
No.
No.
See, people in the estate here have seen you running.
Oh, and I'm out and about, Ray. And I do dress up. I call it my sports guy clothes.
Okay. How come
Nicola.
none of this has been on Instagram?
Nicola, put on your sports guy clothes. We're going for a run.
2 bikes rushed on the way out the back. Anyway. Right, okay.
So we tip out for a run. We come back then. We might have tea. We have become, Ray, in this pandemic, myself and Nicola.
The best of friends.
No, we have become, not the best of friends, Ray, even better, obsessed with toast and jam.
What?
Absolutely obsessed with toast and jam.
It's a marvellous thing.
We would have been, previous to this, known for going out and getting our takeaway too much. Not even all bad takeaway, just like we'll eat here, we'll go to this restaurant. We have found out that the simple things in life, Ray, are 100%. I do not miss going out to restaurants at all.
Do that.
I do sit down here and we do drink wine and orange juice and we do eat toast and fucking jam.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh, Ray, there's a contentment involved in what we are in the middle of now.
If I took the PlayStation away, would you be still content?
I would be going demented.
If I took the PlayStation and the television,
I would be
if
demented.
I took the whole television setup out the gap and your recording.
Oh no, the
facility.
recording now, 100% now. So here's the thing, Ray. I'm trying not. For the first week, I was playing PlayStation all day long, man.
Right.
It was bad now.
Okay.
So what I've tried to do is I've tried to hold it out until the evenings. Like, it's now 9:15. When I stop talking to you, Ray, I'm going to go play it now because it is night time.
Okay.
And I'll meet on. But what I'm trying to do now is we do a run, we make a little bit of dinner, I record for the day or do whatever the hell has to be done, and then later on I'll play PlayStation. And Ray, I can tell you now, I have not been, and this is true as God, as true as Kendy sitting upstairs and you're in the van, I have not been fed up at all.
Really?
That is the truth.
What about the frontline staff?
Fair play to them.
You have to hand it to them, like.
And I know that...
We're here having the crack and they're at work.
I mean, I can't get over the nurses and doctors and stuff. Like...
Leo went back as a doctor.
Leo went back as a doctor as well, one day a week to try and help. And I know that might be a bit of a stunt, but I haven't said that, fair play to him too. Because you forget that that man is a learned doctor. Like,
it's considering that it's as risky as it is.
Yeah. And I
don't think it's as much of a stunt.
Yeah.
In that the man is taking his life in his hands.
Yeah,
Paul Barris is
100%.
down with it, like.
Yeah, I know. But here's the thing, Ray, no, in all seriousness, like, I know we're laughing and joking here saying, this is great, like, we got, I'm very content with what I do. What the frontline staff are doing is, I mean, they are heroes, absolute heroes for what they're doing. And same with the guards, anyone who's involved in this, fair play to you, because it's grand for me sitting home here recording our bollocks eating jam.
Yeah.
Like, what people are doing out there, all I can say is fair play to you, genuinely.
I have to say the eating jam now is interesting.
Is that what you took from that?
That's fucking interesting now, says you. Wish now. The eating jam is definitely interesting.
You want to write that down, Ray?
Jesus Christ.
That'll get you through any pandemic, man, is jam.
Do you know what we didn't do now?
Go on.
We have a shout out.
Oh, go on.
And I'm going to have to find it here. This first one is from a man named Andrew Hopper.
Right.
And he was wondering if we could give a shout out to Alva Gilmartin in the next podcast.
Oh.
She is a Sligo girl living and working in Dublin now, but can't get home to visit her family due to the lockdown. She's stuck.
Right.
And I feel like we should try and fix this. She introduced me to the podcast and I have been playing catch up while working at home or having a beer with you guys. That's great.
That's
Quality
brilliant.
entertainment, Dublin lad with my own family in Sligo too. So he's part down here, so he is.
Andrew, is it?
Andrew Hopper.
And Alva Gilmartin,
Alva
we love
Gilmartin.
you. Fair play to you.
There's nothing like the name Alva when you look at it.
Beautiful name, Alva.
AILBHE.
Yeah, gorgeous
How are
name.
you supposed to pronounce that if you didn't know it was Alva?
Elbaha.
LBE.
LB.
LB Gilmartin.
Yeah, LB coming down now for...
The mountain.
That's what my mum used to say. Where's Dad? He'll be coming down now. He'll be here now in a minute. LB, we love you. We absolutely love you. And Andrew Hopper, what a name that is as well.
That's a good name.
That's a great name as well. Ray, we have another shout out as well.
Go on.
We have to shout out a wee gentleman, a wee friend of ours by the name of Evan Murphy.
Right.
Now, we shared a picture last week of Ray, you...
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
You
now.
have had to get the washing. Ray doesn't do his own washing or drying.
I can correct you there now.
Go on.
I went out the very next morning and
Okay.
I went to the finest electrical shop in Sligo, Expert,
Yeah.
right? And it was about 12 hours before they locked the country down and they closed all the electrical shops.
Okay.
And I bought the last tumble dryer in Sligo.
Did you?
I did.
All because you had to go once.
No, I just said if I'm going to be going into this now, I can't be dependent on laundrettes. I need to be able to do this myself. And I knew that we don't have the weather, and that's just when we get the sunny patch. Then
Jeez, you went and bought
I bought it, and I spent every last cent of my money on it.
Yeah, I can only imagine. They're
And a day
expensive.
later, I had to go and get a loan off Joanne to try and cover the direct debits coming out of my account. What kind of an egan am I?
Oh,
now?
you're a flute. Why would you buy a dryer?
Well, I'll tell you why. It's after making under the stairs look very symmetrical now, because now there's 3 white appliances, and it looks beautiful.
Fridge, freezer.
The fridge, freezer, the washing machine, and the dryer.
Well, I'm glad that there's a symmetrical aspect to it, Ray, because there's definitely not a financial...
Well, look, in fairness, I've used it, and I have done my own washing now, so I am now self-sufficient.
Lovely.
As a man, 36 years of age, now.
Okay, well,
Finally
before
happened.
this, last week, the reason Ray went and bought that dryer is because last week he had to go to one of those garage shop
Yeah.
fucking dryer
And
washer
they did the job
places.
lovely.
But he sent on, he put a photo up on Instagram. He put a photo up on Instagram of him sitting down beside us, all, down on himself having to do this.
Yeah.
But it looked like an album cover.
Yeah.
So we got a few old album cover names in. One of them was Tumble Dry Your Eyes. Raybo's new hit single, Tumble Dry Your Eyes, giving Buzzy a run for his money.
So what is Evan going to do?
So
Is he
Evan got onto us then, and he said, lads, I'll tell you what he said, Ray. I started an Instagram page for design to force myself to get back into design and stuff. I saw the picture of Raybo doing his laundry and thought it was absolutely gas. I'd love to make it into a proper album cover for the laugh. If you're up for it, please send me on the photo to this
Can I
email
ask a
address.
question though? What is he going to do to it?
He's going to make it look,
He's going to stick the name on it. That'll be that.
and the explicit, whatever you call it.
Oh yeah, explicit lyrics. That'll
No.
be good now. Jeez, if you're listening, Evan, stick the old explicit
Yeah,
lyrics on the
explicit
bottom.
lyrics on the bottom. So Evan is going to send that to us very soon, and Ray's going to have his very own album cover of him sitting outside a tumble dryer. I can't wait to see it. Evan, fair play to you, man. We love you very much. He's abroad in Canada. Evan is.
Is he?
Yup.
Oh
He's
Jesus! So we
abroad
have a
in Canada.
Canadian contractor now working on the album.
We do.
cover.
We have someone from everywhere, Ray.
So we just have to write an album.
Ray, I bet let you go home.
Yeah.
You'd be frozen out of it.
Well, one thing is for sure: the milk is still sound because it's cold.
Ray, and everybody out there,
That was
actually.
episode 75.
That was episode 75.
Probably shite
Tis what it is.
because we're not living.
But you're
We're on lockdown. So what material would you have on lockdown?
Ray, this is living. This is what it's all about. Look, stay safe out there, lads.
Right.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Look after each other.
Would you be inclined to tell them to wear a mask? The tide seems to be turning on the masks.
Yeah. Whatever you're into.
I seen a farmer down in Wexford. He made a mask out of a bra.
I saw
He
that.
made 2 masks out of it.
Yeah, that's what you can be getting into. So let you enjoy yourselves with your mask making. I feel like we're on a heart attack. And we'll see you next week. Good luck.
All right, good luck.